Well, hello again, Bug Eater 64 here, and as you can see behind me, we got the CH47. Going to do a little practice flight here. It's not going to be a long one, and we're going to be basically just having a real short flight from Oconee Municipal Airport in upstate South Carolina to KGSP, which is Greenville Spartanburg International Airport, and it's only about 38 miles. But the reason for the practice is those of you that may have been watching some of my other videos with the CH47 have seen where I've had some issues dealing with the collective on the aircraft. I've tried to build in different curves and so on, but it is so sensitive that it just, you get to a point, it wants to fall out of the sky as I'm slowing down, which would be the equivalent of what we call VRS, vortex ring state, and it just shouldn't be happening. But it is, and so in this practice flight, we're going to go ahead and just try to get, it's so sensitive, I got to be very, very careful. And so this is just a practice flight, like I said, and we're going to be uh, just having a little bit of fun and seeing if I can land this thing without causing any damage to the old girl. So she's older than me. Well, not really. Close to it. Anyway, let's get into the cockpit and let's get started. See you inside. Okay, here we are at Oconee Municipal Airport. Um, and we're going to get things going here. Get her set up. First thing, of course, is, removing before flight, all that good stuff. So, and once we get that done, then we'll start looking at getting the APU started. And just like that, it gets a little bit loud. And then once that's done, we'll get other systems going. And with that, we'll go ahead and get ready to start the engine. That APU certainly is noisy, though. And with that, we start the left engine. And then the right engine. We've got all our fuel pumps going. And once we've got the two good engines, of course, we can go ahead and get the generators turned on and turn off the APU generator and the APU. And get the engines up to flight RPMs. And all systems are looking good. We are just about ready to get ourselves airborne and head for Greenville-Spartanburg International. Get ready to ease the collective up. Whoa! Yeah, okay. I said she was touchy, and by golly, that just proved it. All right, so let's try this again. Man, I hardly moved that thing. Okay, let's go ahead and pick up. I use a Thrustmaster Hotas Warthog, and it works excellent on all my aircraft. And this is the only one that I have a real problem with the collective on. It's just so sensitive. So we're just gonna take, I guess it's gonna take a lot of practice with this aircraft. But we're gonna get going here. Use the collective up and down, see what it does. And then we'll head to Greenville. Good flying aircraft though, really sweet. So as we wave goodbye to Oconee County's airport, we're come across the lake. One time really enjoyed sailing on. And we're getting ready to pass over Highway 93. There, and the bridge is, this whole scene here is supposed to be where Clemson University is, and they screwed the pooch doing these renderings. All right, we're going to speed things up a little bit here. So instead of taking about 40 minutes or so to get to Greenville, we're going to take a minute. So we're moving right along, and it's going to get us to Greenville very quickly. so that we can just worry about landing. And we'll play with the collective some more and see. Here we are, approaching the Greenville Spartanburg International Airport. We're starting to slow down. And if you hear anything behind me, not to worry. It's just the air crew inside the helicopter getting scared because they know what's coming. So don't worry if you hear any screaming, it's just them. Not me, I'm too busy to scream. We're slowing down here. Everything's okay up to this point. And then it's like it just wants to quit. Stop. Trying to work with the collective right now. But it's falling out of the sky, so got her back under control. But you really have to be, the collective is so sensitive. So we're just going to feather it, slowly lose altitude as we approach into the airport. There's a taxiway, high-speed taxiway, just ahead of us and a little to the left, and that's where I'm going to land. And then we'll taxi down to, if everything goes according to plan, I'll taxi down to our parking area. Just easing down as we approach. Being careful not to take out the perimeter fence. And we're trying to ease down now. Almost like the collector can feel the pulse in my hand. Just barely breathing on this thing to get it down. And we are safely down. We've got a pretty long taxi, so speed things up here for you. I'm going to get up here. Just going to pull into that parking area there in front of us. But you know what? I'm going to go down to where I normally park. No cars on this apron roadway, so someone parked a helicopter where I normally park, so we're just going to go down here. Which is right here. Somebody, here we go. And we are parked. So, good flight. Didn't kill anybody, didn't cause any fires. I'm happy. Well, there you have it. We're down. Things are a little sped up just so you wouldn't have to deal with all that taxiing. But anyway, that's the end of the flight. We got down safely. Actually, it was a butter landing. I was very, very happy with it. And everything went well, except, we had that one instance as I slowed down. She just wanted to fall out of the sky. So really had to almost, very light on the collective, almost feathering it in and out, trying to keep her under control. But we got her landed. The flight went well. So I really don't have any complaints. But my goodness, that collective is super hypersensitive. And we'll just have to keep practicing with it and working with it. So, hope you enjoyed the flight. I had a lot of fun bringing it to you. Did things a little bit differently. So you could actually see the helicopter itself on this short flight. But, everything went well. And it was just, like I said, a practice flight. So until next time, y'all come back. And this is Bug Eater 64. And as always, please remember, safe flying.